I'm so happy to see you guys. So these are just a couple of tips that have helped me along my solo travel journey. These are the tips that I've used to help keep me safe, and I would like to share them with you. If you're looking to take your very first solo trip and you don't know how to do it, you don't know the steps, I've got a great video talking about the steps to taking your first solo trip. I will link that down in the description below and you can check that out. All right, so let's jump into these safety solo travel tips. Tip number 1, research. I know I've said this so many times before, but the thing is honestly, research is probably gonna be my number 1 on almost every travel list or travel video that I do, because that is how important research is. If you're anxious about traveling alone for the first time, you're a new solo traveler, research is gonna help you out big time. Have you ever had a crush or someone new that you're dating and you kind of do a little Facebook stalking, a little Instagram deep dive, a little look on that LinkedIn? That's what you want to do with your destination. You want to research the heck out of it. You want to know every single thing that you can know. Is there public transportation? What are the cultural norms? These are all things that you want to know ahead of time, because the more you know these things and the more you know about your destination before you're actually there, that's going to set you up for success, and that's going to ease your anxiety a little bit, because you're going to feel a little bit more prepared, especially if you've never been there before and if you're alone for the first time. I want to drive this point home so hard because it is so important to research. A good way to research is to reach out to your community, find out if anyone you know has been to that destination. I personally love Facebook groups. I am on a ton of travel Facebook groups, solo travel Facebook groups, and those are really good places to get a little bit more background on the place that you're going. There's a lot of people who are from those places. They give you tips and tricks. You can find out what to expect. You can find out things that you may not be able to find with a quick Google search or with just looking in a guidebook. Read forums, Reddit's also a really good source. I like to say that research is kind of like your foundation, and then you're building upon that. All right, so along with research, you're going to want to get organized. Have all of your ducks in a row. So what has helped me, I like to have digital and physical copies of my passport and other travel documents, my photo ID, addresses of where I'm staying, any other travel documents that you may need, and have them kind of on a little external hard drive or a zip drive or on your laptop. Backup chargers and batteries, like one of those portable chargers so you can charge your phone if you're on the go, because nowadays we use GPS a lot to get around, but that drains your battery a lot. I cannot even tell you how many times my phone has died on a trip, even if I started out at 100%. But thank God I have had a physical copy of the addresses of where I'm going or where I'm staying, so I can look at a local map and somehow navigate my way back to where I'm staying and kind of starting from there. The other thing you're gonna wanna do is have all of the emergency numbers for where you're going. So for example, in America, our emergency number is 911. So if you're traveling abroad, you're gonna wanna find out what the emergency number is. If you're ever in danger, you need help, you need immediate medical assistance, you can go ahead and dial that number on your phone. You just want them to be accessible. All right, so the good thing about getting organized and having both a physical and digital copy of all of your travel documents, your accommodation, your flight information, now you can share that and communicate with your friends and family. So when you're traveling alone, it's really important that you let at least 1 or 2 people know where you're gonna be. So I usually share my information with about 3 or 4 people, usually my parents, my brother, and a couple of friends, and I let them know my movements. So I send those digital copies of my travel information to my friends and family. Another thing that I like to do is to communicate with my friends and family throughout my trip. So a really good way to do this is WhatsApp. I have a few WhatsApp groups, and it's great because it's international and it's free. I love to video chat and call my friends and family from WhatsApp. I send them photos. So communicating with your friends and family is super important, especially when you're traveling alone. You want to keep yourself safe and you want to let your friends and family know where you are. It's also really important to go ahead and update the ICE in your phone before you head out on your trip. So ICE stands for in case of emergency, and I actually can't take credit for this tip. This comes from my mother, who is a registered nurse for over 30 years. She handed this tip down to me. ICE is a program, I believe it started in the UK. It's a program system that allows first responders, such as paramedics, firefighters, police officers, hospital personnel, to contact the next of kin for the owner of the phone. So comment below if you're an EMT or if you are in the medical industry. Though if you're in an English-speaking country, I believe ICE is pretty much used in all English-speaking countries. However, if you're going to a country where English is not the first language, you may want to look up what the equivalent of ICE is in that country. In your contacts, you want to put in, for example, mom and my dad are two of my ICE, so I'll put in mom, ICE, ICE, dad, ICE. I put in my brother's name, ICE, ICE. That way those first responders are able to contact my emergency contacts. Another thing that you can do is keep a small list of emergency contacts, and don't forget, if you're traveling abroad, you're gonna wanna put the country code. So if you are American like me, you're gonna wanna put +1, the area code, and then the phone number. You're gonna wanna plan your arrival and departure time wisely. You should know the main operating hours of your destination. Plan your arrival and departure within those hours. So I would advise when you're traveling alone for the first time, especially if you're worried and you have a lot of anxiety, I would avoid planning red-eye flights or coming in or leaving your destination really early or really late at night when there's not a lot of sun out. There are a few cities in the world that kind of shut down in the middle of the day between, like, I don't know, 2 and 4 or 3 and 5. Every destination is different. So for example, if you're flying into Barcelona, Spain, it's probably okay to arrive around 8 or 9 p.m. because the sun is still out. Time can happen at all times of the day. And of course, it's important that you blend in and you know the cultural norms. You don't want to stand out. You don't want to wear flashy jewelry. It's also important that you try to minimize the risk as much as you can. And part of doing that is arriving and leaving your destination when the sun is out, when the hustle and bustle is going on. Another safety tip that I love to use is to stash cash. It doesn't have to be a ton of money. I'm not talking hundreds of dollars. Small purchases, unexpected purchases, these are all really good things to pay for in cash. So not a lot of people are gonna like this, but this is what I do. I try to make sure to divvy it up. You can put a little bit in your bra, put a little bit in your sock, put a little bit in your wallet, store it and hide it, but don't forget where it is. It's also really great because if you're going to a destination where pickpocketing is high, if you happen to get your stuff stolen, you won't have all of your money and all of your cash in one place. You can also get super creative with your hiding spot. Empty chapstick tube, gum wrappers, behind your cell phone case, tons of places. And finally, trust your gut. You know yourself better than anybody else. If something feels sketchy or off, it's probably because it is. Get out of there as fast as you can. As women, we're socialized to be nice and polite, don't make a fuss, don't cause a scene. Forget all that. Seriously, use those innate skills that you have. Do not compromise your safety to save a little bit of money, but to be strong. Trust your gut, trust your instinct. You know yourself. Get out of there if you feel weird or sketchy, and know your limits. Self-awareness is a beautiful thing. If you know that 2 drinks is enough for you, only have 2 drinks. I don't like to take drinks from someone unless I could see it being poured in front of my face. So that way I know exactly where it's coming from and I know what's inside that glass. Don't let people know you're traveling alone, and certainly don't tell people where you're staying. So those are a couple of the safety tips that I have used to personally keep myself safe when I'm traveling alone. I actually have a ton more safety tips. I put it all into a free ebook. Put all the information down in the description box below. And as always, I want to hear from you guys. What are your favorite solo travel tips? If you have any at all, if you've heard any from other travelers, comment with them down below. I'd love to hear them. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Have a great week. Bye. Say hi, Sassy. She gets really camera shy and I don't understand it.
Show the world how beautiful you are. Say hi. Yeah.
Oh, I have cat hair all over my face. Gosh.